Well, I've had a PS5 luckily since launch, and to be honest, the main problem with it is storage. The external SSD drive has just been installed today, right at the back of the PlayStation 5, and I've decided to go through all my files on the PS5 and free up a bit of space from the internal drive itself and transfer every single PS4 title only to the SSD drive, 2 TB of memory storage. So that my PS4 collection is in a safe place and I can unplug it, take it with me, or plug into the back of another PS4. But mainly it just frees up a lot of space just for PS5 games. All the PS4 enhanced games will play and be transferred to the external SSD drive, which is good as well. So only total PS5 games that are actually properly to be only to be played on the PS5 itself will work on this seamlessly. So that's good. I'm about to try the new update very shortly in the beta. Of course, I'm a bit worried about that because when you're trying something out, it can wreck the old system or wipe a few files. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. So we'll try that out, and I'll let you know how we get on with that a little later on in the end of the video. So here I'm just getting straight into it, and there are games and apps on the console storage itself. All these games here are all PS4 games. Every single one of these. Obviously, a lot of these are updated for the PS5. That doesn't matter. You can still transfer them. That's what I'm going to do. Not all in one go because it takes forever, one at a time. It just stops any problems or issues. So we're going to transfer it. It can be quick. It can be a bit slow. It just depends. I think an update is definitely needed to speed things along a bit. But so far, I've got no issues. It's not even kicking off yet, but it does take a little while sometimes to kick in. But once it registers, I'm even thinking about quitting next, it's taking too long. It zips along nicely. So it can be a little bit worrying when you think, my God, the storage just isn't transferring quick enough. Okay, so let's try again. This is a live transfer data from the internal to the external hard drive. See how fast it goes in real time, so you know what to expect. Probably make yourself a cup of coffee. So far with the PS5, I've had no issues. I've had probably 3 crashes from games since I got the PS5 in November. Any gameplay I've uploaded, I've noticed I've got lots of dislikes, so I don't know whether that's because I didn't like the gameplay or because I actually have a PS5. I don't know what it is. People can be a bit funny. Here we go. The controllers are fine. The microphone on the controller seems a bit echoey, a bit low quality, like a cheap microphone. But it's built into the controller, so you can't really complain that much. I think it's not really meant to be the main communication device for the PS5, but it is handy when you don't have a mic and you already have one in the controller, so it's always pretty good. Just updated my PS5 with the latest beta firmware, so that's gone through relatively without any issues whatsoever. The operating system, the actual navigation of the menus is a lot snappier. There's some new looks to parts of the console's presentation itself. Here's a couple of screenshots I can share with you. I don't want to delve too much into it because it's way too early into my installation of the beta, so I can't give a review of it or let you know some of the features. But here's a couple of screenshots of the actual memory when it's transferred, and now the job is done. And let's see what it looks like now with the beta installed. So I've installed a new beta. It's looking good. Nice little black blocks for PS4 games and white for the PS5 games, so you can now more easily navigate the system when finding data. And there's the old software there. That's all gone now. It's all nice midnight black. And yeah, it's working really well, the new update. I can't tell you too much about the beta because I just installed it a few minutes ago just for this video. The main reasons is that the operating system has to be a bit snappier, which it is, so that's good. And of course, you have to introduce the new internal SSD cards that Seagate are coming up with, the Firecoder 530s, I think they're called. Just the new generation 4s will work fine, but Firecoder 530 has a heatsink attached to it as well, which costs a fair bit of money. I mean, 2 terabytes cost you about a grand, that's a lot of money. 1 terabyte, $569, and about 180 for 500, I think. I'm not too sure about the info there, but rough them it will cost you. 2 terabytes, PS4, SSD, external memory drive is working fine for me, and it's still working fine after the update, so that's the good news. Lost none of my files either. New navigation for the home screen as well, and controls have been updated. It's working really well so far. I hope this video helps. At least you know the external PS4 Seagate hard drives externally are perfect on the PS5.